Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're on part 5 of the Lords of the Fallen walkthrough. Quick recap of what happened in the previous video. We made it to Forsaken Fen where we started Kukajan's quest, and we just got done beating the Hush Saint main boss. And we left things off right at the vestige after the boss, which is called the Forsaken Fen vestige. There is a beacon right after that boss that we fought, which we did not cleanse, because in the Umbral ending, you're not going to want to be cleansing any beacons. You don't cleanse any of them if you're doing the Adir Inferno ending either. Now, if you're doing the Radiance ending, then you will want to cleanse them. I explained this in the previous video, but I thought I'd bring it up again because it seems to be a problem that people encounter in this game. Like I mentioned before, I will be showing the steps to take for each ending and the outcome for each ending as well. And I'll be going over all the trophies in the game to platinum it. We're going to be starting things off at the Forsaken Fen vestige, like I said, and we're going to be heading towards the Fitzroy Gorge, which will take about 5 minutes before we are there. We're going to be covering that whole area today and a couple bosses. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And yeah, thanks for watching. Alright, so here's where we left off, the vestige of the Pale Butcher. For some reason in my intro I said that it was the vestige of Forsaken Fen, but it's definitely not. It's the vestige of the Pale Butcher. Like I said, we just got done beating the Hush Saint, which is right up there. You're going to want to exhaust Thickhear's dialogue. And he's got stuff to purchase if you need. Small delirium fragments and stuff.
May your path be blessed.
So, here from the vestige, we're going to head this way. We're going to go into Umbral. And the first thing we're going to do is knock this board down right here. And that direction right there is going to head towards Fitzroy's Gorge, the next area we're going to. But we're going to grab the items around here real quick. Grab this first. Panoptic ring, which is a very good ring. It, I believe it increases your holy and your fire damage. On. Grab that. Come back here. There's gonna be... Oh, sometimes it switch spots. There's a mimic around here that you're gonna have to sort of play. So don't jump down there, or you're gonna have to run clear around. So we're gonna end up dropping a ladder, so we don't have to deal with that. We're gonna come through here. Head along this way. Drop this ladder right here. So if you do end up falling, you can always go to that ladder. We're gonna head up this way. Go drop this ladder real quick. Grab this loot. We're gonna take out these guys. No loot in there. We're gonna head up this way, and there's gonna be some enemies fighting each other. We can pull this so we can get some eyeballs. So just take out these guys. And there's gonna be a chest right up here. And grab the chest. Pendant of Burden. Which deals additional damage for every status effect inflicted upon an enemy. So, it's pretty good. So we're gonna head back down the ladder. And we're gonna head around this way. to the front. Oh, there's a piece of wood right here. Some precision arrows. You're going to want to grab those. Obviously, every item in this game matters. Like, that's why I'm trying to grab every single little thing, because if you're going for 100%, you're going to want to grab everything, because everything counts as far as ammo, rings, pendants, weapons, armor, everything. There's basically a trophy for damn near everything. So we're going to hop down here. We're going to grab this loot right here. Pirate cultist staff and some burn salts. Now we're going to come back up this ladder that we just dropped. Oh, we need to grab this that the enemy dropped. Head back down. There's nothing there. I don't believe there's anything over here. That just goes straight through. There's some stuff we missed. I'm trying to figure out where it's at. Oh, here we go. Here's the mimic I was talking about. It is in the same spot every time. So I don't think we've came across one of these yet. If you look at it, you can see how it's waving back and forth like that and kind of flickering. If you see these like that, there's like regular items will not look like this. So these stand out, but they don't stand out too much. So you kind of got to be like aware of what you're picking up, so you don't end up picking up one of these. When you pick it up, a huge moth will come out and grab you and do a crap load of wither damage to you. So you want to avoid getting hit by that. And a lot of people don't think that there's a way to tell the difference between these and actual items, but there is. So like I said, it's bigger and it's flickering and it's waving back and forth. So we're gonna hold our lamp out and hit right trigger to soul flay it, and then this will pull the moth out. See, it's pretty simple. Just like I said, try to be aware as much as you can. We're gonna grab that, which will give us a lucky paw, and the vestige moth, which are both good items. Lucky paw will give us high discovery, and the vestige moth will let us fast travel between or to our last vestige. We're gonna come grab this. I don't think that there's anything else in this area we need to grab. Oh, here we go. So we're starting to get close to the Red Reaper coming at us. So we're going to have to either rest or get out of Umbral. So we gotten all the loot around here. If you jump down there, it's going to lead you in the previous area of Forsaken Fen, just over on that side. So like I said, you don't want to jump down there until you've dropped the ladder, or else you're going to have to run clear around, and it's kind of a pain to deal with that. So, like I said, we've gotten everything, I believe. We're going to head up this ladder and grab this right here. Some fragments. Grab this. Bloodbane ring, which is a good ring. I'll explain what it does in a second. So, the Red Reaper that shows up once that circle up in the top right, once it fills up, I may have explained this already, but once the eyeball fills up all the way, a Red Reaper will come after you, and you cannot heal, and your health will start withering down very quickly. I'm going to show you just what he looks like, and you're going to eventually have to kill him to get all the trophies, because he drops an umbral eye. So that's him right there. So, just give you a little taste of what he's like. He hits very hard. He's very powerful. You do not want to end up fighting that guy unless you have like you're later in the game build and you're pretty strong, that's really the only way that I would take him on. You get 25 umbral scourings, I believe, and you get a umbral eye that you're going to need to collect all the umbral eyes. So we will eventually kill him, but just right now we're not ready for that. There used to be ways to farm them and to easily kill them, like make them run off a cliff, but you can no longer do that. They've since patched a lot of that stuff, and yeah, so you can no longer do it, which kind of sucks. But so we're just gonna scan around real quick, make sure we did not forget anything. I don't think we did. Okay, so we're gonna run back to the nearest vestige. This whole area can seem pretty confusing sometimes. Like, I don't know how many times I've gotten lost in this area. Once you run around here enough, you'll eventually get your bearings straight and realize where everything's at. Get down here, and then we're gonna head across this over to the vestige. And if you don't need to rest, then don't. Alright, so once we've rested, we're going to head back down this way. We grabbed all the loot that we need to around here. We're going to head across this bridge and follow this pathway back here through the cave. And you're going to want to be in Umbral, I believe. I don't think there's anything actually that you're going to need to be in Umbral. I mean, you're going to need to use a lamp to get through here. So we're going to grab the map. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Sorry. My cat just ambushed me right when I just got ambushed. Okay, so we're going to head down this way. And there's going to be a dog right there, and then there's going to be a dog right behind this pile of crap right here that's going to be blowing flames. So we've just gotten to the area. This is Fitzroy's Gorge, and we're going to be encountering dogs that blow flames now. So, as you can see, they like to ambush. And when you kill them, they blow up. So you want to back up once they are dead. Okay, so we're gonna go up here and grab this piercing light, which is a spell that we're using. I forgot to go over some of the rings that I grabbed and the pendant and the ring that I grabbed. Take these guys out. We're gonna pop this bubble. We do have Pieta's sword. We're gonna be switching to that here in a second. So the ring that we grabbed was Bloodbane ring. Ring which constantly uses a foul liquid, inflicting poison buildup, simultaneously inflicts bleed buildup. So it's a pretty good ring. The pendant that we grabbed. Come on, dude. Okay. So the pendant we grabbed was Pendant and Burden. Deals additional damage for every status effect inflicted upon an enemy. So pretty nice. If you're going with status effects, it would be a very good pendant to use. So as far as like bleed, holy, freeze, or whatever. So once you get into this fork, we're going to head up to the left right here, and then we're going to hang a right. We're going to take out this butterfly real quick. Grab that, and then we're gonna come through here, and we are gonna plant a vestige seed right here. We're mainly planting a vestige seed right here because this is the only spot where you're going to be able to rest for quite some time. It's kind of annoying that they didn't put any closer. So yeah, once we rest, we're going to be going up to the right up here, and there's going to be a mini boss up there. It's basically a fire knight that we're going to end up fighting, but in a boss version, and he does holy damage. He heals himself. He's kind of a pain. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of enemies fighting each other, which you can see right here. Kind of hard to see, but there's a bunch of enemies fighting each other up there, so you can either run past them if you want to save your health. That way you have enough to be able to beat the boss. And then after we beat the boss, we're going to open up the shortcut that's right up there. Leads back up to the Skyrest from where we're beating the mini boss, and then we're going to come back down here and head that way. So, yep, we're going to rest real quick. Alright, so once we've rested, we're going to actually head down here real quick and talk to Damaros. So this is Damaros, and we've encountered her in 2 other locations. The first was right when we were entering Pilgrim's Perch, before the Gorge sister Delith mini-boss, and exhaust her dialogue there, and then she moves right before exiting Pilgrim's Perch, right before Gentle Gabrus Mistress Pound's mini-boss, and then after exhausting her dialogue, she will end up here, and she does give you an Inferno spell for those in 2 previous encounters with her. Unfortunately, though, we won't be able to finish her quest while we do the Umbral ending, but we will be going right to the end of it, and I will show you how to start and finish her quest and what you will get for it along the way and at the end. And we also will encounter her here shortly as well.
Only the ignorant think of the Rogars as mindless beasts. They're Adir's chosen children, same as we once were. And they're clever and resourceful, enough to know a sentinel's more use in death than in life, for one. I've been watching and learning. Bring me a dead sentinel, a strong specimen. I've got a plan. Rogar will stand against you, I know, and I don't like the need for you to kill them. But in the end, Rogar or human, it's only the strongest who'll have a place at Adir's side. It's his way. As long as you're working towards the will of Adir, I'll have your back. Okay, so, like, she's still got some of the same stuff that that she's had. Once you give her more quest items that she wants, she will expand her shop a little bit. So, like I said, she's pretty important right now. We are going to end up seeing her very soon. But yeah, so if you do end up doing the Radiance ending where you cleanse the beacons, she will end up being your enemy after you cleanse a beacon, and you will end up having to fight her, so you won't be able to finish your quest if you are doing the Radiance ending and you're cleansing the beacons. So we're going to come back here. We don't really need to rest, but this is where we rested at. We're going to head up this way and fight the mini-boss. We're going to take out these guys. I'm going to pop his bubble. God dang. Alright, we're going to use a stone just so... Because the boss coming up, you're going to want as many heals as you can. So, my suggestion would be to rest and run past these guys. That way you don't have to take any damage. Or you can fight them if you feel safe enough to do that. They are fighting each other, so they're kind of preoccupied. You can kind of just take them all on pretty easily. Okay, so this boss is the Crimson Rector Percival.
He's basically the Fire Knights that we've came across. We've came across a few of them by now, but this one does holy damage instead of fire. He does have some AoEs that will surround him and that'll blow you back. He does that move so many times in this fight, it's ridiculous. And he will end up healing himself about halfway through, I think. You'll see it. There's just a big platform, not platform, but a spell that he will cast that'll be healing him. There'll be a circle around him when he is healing. So try to get aggressive with him, and either whether you're using a shield or dodging, just try to avoid his attacks as much as possible. This is mainly a physical fight. He doesn't really cast any spells at you, as far as I know. It's fairly easy. So yeah, we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna put some holy salts on real quick. Should be using Pieta's sword, but I just feel a little bit more comfortable with this axe right now. So, and we're gonna put some holy ward on. All right. Watch out for that move. He's stuck on that thing. We'll see if we can get off of it. Oh my god. There we go. And now he's healing again. Oh, come on, dude. So he only does it for a second, but... that's the move I was talking about. No, don't heal. Come on, could have been a little better. I was taking a lot of damage, but see, it's fairly easy to parry him if you do have a shield. His swings are very like easy to counter or to parry, just because the swings are kind of slow. So after you kill him, we're gonna run over here and grab this loot, and then some regular Duralium nuggets. You can level up your weapon. There is going to be a Bloodlust sword in here, which it's not a great sword, but it's like an average size sword. So right in here is going to be an elevator that leads right back up to right behind the Skyrest. It's basically like right on the side where we first went out to start exploring and heading towards Pilgrim's Perch. I'm just going to show you where it leads to you. It's basically just a shortcut if you need to run back and rest. I think they put it here mainly to get back to the Skyrest, obviously, but also if you need to rest, you can head back up to Skyrest and rest there. So we're going to grab these nuggets. open this door, and as you can see, we would just need to head back up that ladder right there and head a little bit forward, and we would end up at the Skyrest. And if you look this way, this is right where I believe it's called the Sanctuary Vestige. It's right heading in towards Pilgrim's Perch. So this place is pretty familiar if you remember. So we're gonna head back down this way. And now, since that door is open, we can use this elevator whenever we need it. In my experience, I never ended up using it, really. So, it's kind of just here. Mainly because this mini-boss is just a dead end, so it's not like, you know, you'll be coming down this way very much. Okay, so we got everything in this area. We got the boss done. We're gonna head back down this way. And we're gonna rest. Grab that. And as far as talking to Damaros, that NPC, you can go up and kill the boss first and then come down and talk to her. It doesn't really matter. I just thought I'd get it out of the way because it's sort of important. Okay, so I don't think we missed anything through here. There's just that guy and his dog. So we're going to come through here. There's going to be a dog right here, and I believe a dog hiding right behind this right here. No, never mind. But there is a stigma that we need to soulflay right here, so we're gonna grab that.
Damn coward!
Come now, you are half dead already. If anything,
Take out the hand.
I'm merely helping you to a well rest, while helping myself to your supplies.
In the name of warriors, you...
Gods. That's all you people talk about. Glorious beasts.
There's another
you have no
flame
vision,
dog.
no ambition.
So we're gonna grab this right here. Holy salts. This guy's gonna come running at you like this. Now, if you look, I'm gonna wait for this to stop so I can talk. Kicks her off the cliff. Okay. So, we look right here. There's going to be an enemy standing right there. He will start shooting with his crossbow, shooting flame bolts at you. So, if you have any ranged weapons, it is kind of hard to lock onto him from right here. So, where you can lock onto him, that's when he can see you and he starts shooting you. So, my advice would be to just bolt and just head straight up there, turn up around the cliff that he's on. There's going to be a flame dog right behind him, and I'll show you. So we're going to go up this way. We're going to wait to kill him. We're going to kill this guy. And we're going to kill this guy. And then take on him. Booted him off the cliff. Alright, so we're gonna drop down here, grab this, and then if you're already in Umbral, you can just head right through, but otherwise you would have to use your lamp to get through this gate. Now we're gonna start running into these gargoyle things right here. They're very, very annoying. They're probably the most annoying enemies in the whole game. So we're gonna get his attention here. Grab the nuggets. And then there's going to be another one chilling right there. Oh, he fell down. And he laughs at you. Oh, we got to pop this guy's bubble. And there's going to be another one of those enemies right there, standing across. So if you have ranged weapons, you can take him out. I'm surprised I didn't kill him. There we go. Alright, so there is a bridge that you can pull across, but you have to come around to be able to pull it. It's not something I've ever used that very much, but it is helpful if you do end up coming through, because it can just give you a good shortcut going through there. So we're going to stay in Umbral. You can get out of it if you want to, but there's a bridge up here that we're going to need to stay in it for. So we're going to take out this dog. And then this is going to be one of those mimic things that I told you about a little bit ago. So we're going to take out these guys first before we take it out. Alright, so like I said before, you can spot these things with the flicker of the tail. Regular items do not do that. And this one's a lot bigger and it's flashing like that, as you can see. So we are going to use our lamp, hit left trigger, and pull this sucker out. Now we can grab it. And they drop a variety of things, but mainly it's a vestige moth that you get. So we're going to grab this, Fitzroy's sword. Quickly take out this guy. We're going to head down this way. Like I said, you're going to need to be an Umbral to walk across this. I mean, you don't have to be, but there's going to be some gargoyles up here. As you can see, there's one right there. And they will ambush you as soon as you start walking across. So my advice would be to take them out first. I think there's 2 of them. Can't remember where the other one is. Maybe it is just one. Okay. So there's nothing back here. We're just gonna head down this way, and instead of going down here, we're gonna head this way and take a right, and Byron is gonna be right here waiting for us.
I'll do.
Or Drewston, sorry.
Name's Drew. Hey, look at that. You're a lampy like me. Not gonna hurt us now we got these, eh? Wait till Melchior sees me next. I'll chop my own head off and come back and he won't believe his eye. Melchior? He's my brother. He's a famous knight. He's fought dragons and giants and even wizards and all sorts. Those spiky baddies only got the drop on us because they cheated. I fell down and got knocks on the head, and when I woke up, Melchior were gone, and he'd never leave me. They took him. But not to worry. I'll get him back and be a hero just like him. Well, I best be off soon. So long, Lampy.
Okay, so just to exhaust his dialogue, we'll be progressing his quest sooner. Or in a little while. You can make a vestige resting point right here if you need to. If you do end up dying, you're going to have to start pretty far back there where we rested last. So just to be safe, let's put one down. Especially if you are about to die and you don't have a lot of health, definitely put one down. So this item right here is going to be, I believe, the cracked rune tablet. And this is going to be an item that we're going to be giving the blacksmith that we got back to Skyrest after we saw her in Pilgrim's Perch. And that is going to help us get runes on our weapons. So I'll explain it a little bit, but I'll explain it more once we get there. There's runes that you can put on your weapons that help the damage. There's a bunch of different runes that do a bunch of different things. They make status effects better. They make your radiant stat or inferno stats, strength stats, agility stats better. They do a lot of things, so there's plenty of runes to pick from, and yeah, I'll show more when we get there. We're gonna do a plunging attack on this guy, and then we're gonna pop this guy's bubble. It's gonna be kind of chaotic right here. They just start rolling in, dude. Alright, so grab her loot, and then we're gonna run back here and grab, I believe it's a ring? Oh, no, some Durlium nuggets. Okay, so we're gonna head, actually we're gonna head back up the, we're gonna head up this ladder here. And we're gonna get out of Umbral as quick as possible. Since it's starting to get close here. There should be a spot to exit out right here. Or right up here. So you can see it right here. We're just gonna get out. Play it safe. Grab this loot right here. Some fragments. And then, like I showed you, that bridge that you can pull open. You come up here, take out this dog. You can grab this enemy's loot, and then if you go into Umbral, you can pull over the bridge right here. Should give you a little shortcut. You end up having to start clear back where we made the previous vestige. So we're gonna head back down this way. We've already gone up there and explored there, came to the backside, grabbed the cracked rune tablet. We're gonna go down here. We've already taken out all these guys. We're gonna grab this. Actually, we are going to rest real quick because we have a mini boss coming up that we gotta fight. And you're gonna want all your health for this fight. That's why I'd recommend planting one right up here, because you don't get very many chances to rest. I don't even know what I'm saying. There isn't any resting points nearby besides the one we just planted. So. Come back around. Rest. And we're gonna head down that way. And we're just gonna run past these guys. There's no sense in fighting them and taking damage, so. I don't think there's any items through here. So like I said, there's no spot to plant any resting points around here, which is kind of unfortunate. I remember having a hell of a time with this area because of that, so like I said, make sure to plant one back there. So this boss right here is going to be, I'm not sure their exact names, but he's a big buff dude that has that is a fire enemy. Basically, he has a shield and an axe, and when you run up, he comes charging at you while he's spewing lava out from underneath him. So he mainly does physical attacks, slams his axe down a lot, will attack you with his shield, so it's mainly physical. Just watch out for his spells that he does. He'll blow up sometimes, I believe. It's not too hard of a fight. It depends, though, how you take it and what kind of armor and weapon you're using. But we should be okay. Just make sure to put some fire ward on. That's what we're going to use to help us not take as much damage. And we're gonna put on some smite salts. Alright, let's give it a shot. Actually, we're gonna... Oh, we don't have any. We're gonna grab this real quick. They already give you some right there, so he's gonna come charging at you. Just back up a little bit. Try to parry his attacks if you can. Here he comes again. Watch out for his puddles that he leaves. Whoa, dude. Watch out for that move. He stomps. And goes right underneath you. We're taking fire damage here. He blocks a lot. It's kind of annoying. God damn, dude. Yeah, see, he can be kind of hard. Try to use fire with fire. Oh, there we go. We get one more chance. There we go. That could have been a little bit better. That was kind of a horrible fight on my part. So after we finish him, we are going to open this pathway up right here. You can make a resting point right here if you need to. I would actually recommend making one. Okay, so we're gonna head over the bridge, and then we're gonna go into Umbral, and we are gonna pull this out right here, which is gonna open up the path right over here. Now we're gonna drop down. These platforms. We're gonna pull this over. Now there's gonna be a bunch of guys right here that kind of bombard you and ambush. So. It's not too bad. We're gonna pull this over, and we're gonna pull this out right here, which will open up the pathway up there for us. And head up this way. Exit Umbral. And if you don't exit Umbral, there's going to be a Grim Reaper right up there that will fight you. So we're going to come back here, drop this ladder down. So if you happen to die, you can just go right over this ladder, and it'll be a lot quicker. We're gonna grab this right here. Some more nuggets. Head up this way. I don't think there's any loot in here. Take out these guys. And then there's gonna be one of those dudes up there that shoots with the crossbow. So we're just gonna book it right up to him. And there's gonna be 2 of these guys. I kind of forgot about that. Oh shit. So take out those guys. There shouldn't be any loot in this area. And we're gonna head up here. Oh yeah, take out this guy. Back away before he explodes. And now we are in a deer's shrine. So we're gonna rest right here. With the vestige of betrayed Leard. You know, before we level up, we're just gonna go over here real quick and grab this. It's Infernal Weapon, which is a Inferno spell. Damaros, the NPC that we talked to up there, is gonna be standing right here. We're gonna grab these severed hands, I believe, or the charred fingers. That's what they are. So we're gonna talk to her.
As long as you're working towards the will of a deer, I'll have your back. Yeah, he'll make a fine servant, this one. There's a special Rogar tool I need. And before he got his throat opened, a little sentinel birdie told me there might be one down in the Calrath cistern. I want you to find it. Thousands of years of lies. That's what the world's been fed. A deer was no tyrant. He was a shepherd to humanity. We couldn't be trusted, but he was there to guide us, to keep peace and order and justice until the fucking judges. They were no heroes, just greedy heretics who turned people against their god. But the stories say different, don't they? Find me that tool. Find me that tool.
Okay, so just exhaust her dialogue. I did have to restart to get her to say this. Because she was only saying that small part at first. But yeah, so once you exhaust her dialogue, she's going to tell you she wants the tool, which we're going to need to go get a deer's saw blade and bring that back to her, which we will eventually find later in the game. There is also 3 pieces of flesh that we need to give her. One is the Light Reaper flesh, and then the other one's the Spurred Progony flesh, and then I can't remember the name of the other flesh that she needs, but these are basically bosses that we're going to end up fighting, and we get the flesh from them. One of them is actually a mini-boss that we fight right when we get into the next area. So once we get all the 3 of these fleshes and the saw, a deer's saw, we're going to bring these back to her, and that will progress her quest. And then we can't really go too much further after that as far as her quest because of the ending we're doing, like I mentioned. But I will end up showing you clips of what happens when you do finish her quest and what you get, just so you guys can be aware. But yeah, so we are here at the Deer Shrine, like I said, and this area right here is basically for online purposes. you can come over here and purchase tinks, which you can use the severed hands that are down in the bottom left corner. You can collect those by killing online enemies, and you can donate them. If you actually donate 10 of them, you will get a trophy. It's an achievement that you have to do, and there is 2 more shrines over at the Skyrest. There's one that you can donate eyeballs, and then one you can donate coins, and that's the same thing on those. If you donate 10 of them, that is 2 more trophies that you can take off the achievements. So I will show you guys how to do that soon. We're actually going to end things right here, just because the video is getting a little bit long. I don't want to be carrying on too far. So we just have a little bit left of Fitzroy Gorge, the area we're in. And it's probably about maybe 10 more minutes. We do have one boss that is coming up, and we actually have to die to him. It is a Light Reaper, and we encounter him in 4 different locations in this game, but you only have one chance to kill him, and we have to wait later in the game to fight him because we need to progress Kukajan's quest, and she is going to be helping us. And also there's a couple other NPCs that help us as well, and we're going to be progressing their quests as well. Obviously, you can only do one quest at a time with the Light Reaper, but I'm going to be showing you clips of what you get when you do finish those quests, but they're tied to the Light Reaper. So, like I said, we do die to him, but we have to in order to be able to fight him later with the NPCs. So, like I said, there's only about 10 minutes left of Fitzroy Gorge. It's not too much longer, so we're going to finish this up, and then we're going to end up in Lower Calrith. So that is a fire area in this game. It is the next area that we'll encounter, and it's not too hard, but yeah, it's a pretty cool area. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions about the game or quests or bosses or anything in general, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.